nobody can work under these conditions. You know what? Generalissimo, I quit.
I quit. I don't know. Can you quit? Can you just quit?
Aren't you more concerned about his discretion out there? We'll have him killed.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Popcorn Roulette. My name is Cami. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are getting into Oppenheimer today, and I'm very excited. Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors of all time. I love Christopher Nolan and James Cameron. Inception is one of my favorite movies. I just love everything Christopher Nolan does. I love that he puts his writing hand into everything. It's perfect. It's just the way it should be. So I'm really excited to see Oppenheimer. I missed it at the theaters, which is kind of great because I get to watch it with you guys. Also, another director that I recently discovered that I really like is Quentin Tarantino. I haven't seen any of his films, but I just saw Reservoir Dogs, which just dropped over on Criminal Content, if you guys want to check it out. I'm going to be going through all of Quentin's films now that I haven't seen him. His movies make me a little nervous, but it's okay. I really appreciate his directing style, so I'm just really ready to watch some good cinematography and some excellent performances, directing, story, all of it. So let's get into this. And if you want to check out the full watch along, that'll be over on Patreon, so you can go over there and watch the whole 3-hour experience with me. With that, let's get into the movie. Oh, the mega headphones. Movie soundtracks are some of my favorite music to listen to. That would be movie scores. Let's get into the experience. There he is, Cillian Murphy. I'm not gonna be able to hear myself. I'm ready. Oh. Wow. Oh. Prometheus stole fire from God and gave it to man. For this he chained to a rock and tortured for eternity. Okay. Whoa, those are some blue eyes.
And my work.
How long did he testify?
Black and white.
The committee's gonna want to know where you stood.
Oh.
This is a formality. President Eisenhower's asked you to be in his cabinet. Senate really has no choice but to confirm you.
And if they bring up Oppenheimer?
Wait a second.
It'll be uncomfortable.
Hold on. Is that Robert Downey Jr.? And I just didn't know he was in this.
Useless in the lab.
Oh, jeez. Green apple. A lot of green going on in here. What you doing? Oh!
Meet J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Okay, no one ate it, right?
The same
At
place.
Harvard, yes, and you ask the same question.
Okay. Need to say something, you know.
I'll send word.
Wormhole.
He could have said something.
Yes, I can.
It's beautiful. The visuals and the music. Definitely feeling some Interstellar vibes from this.
I'm interested in your relationship with Dr. J. Robert Oppenheimer. You met him in
So when we jump
1947.
forward, that's Robert Downey Jr. He looks so different. Wow.
After the war, he was world-renowned, the great man of physics, and I was...
His voice, like, Robert Downey Jr. is an actor. I just love him.
And this would be your office.
Wow, Robert Downey looks so different here.
I had offers, but I chose to sell shoes.
Lewis Strauss.
So sell shoes.
Albert. What was that?
That was Albert Einstein.
This is one of the most prestigious appointments in the country.
Yes, it's a great commute. That's why I'm considering it.
Just considering it.
It's a long way to Zurich. If you get any skinnier, we're gonna lose you between the seat cushions.
Oh.
You learned enough Dutch in 6 weeks to get a lecture on quantum mechanics.
Right? Learn Dutch just for that?
Das ist aber der Nachsatz und ist nicht die Voraussetzung. Falsches.
I could just get lost in like the music and the visuals. Radiation laboratory.
Wanted to be close to you experimentalists.
Theory will get you only so far.
Is that Josh Hartnett? I'm just like recognizing actors now.
Oh, I must have missed the...
Mr. Lomanitz?
Yeah.
Yes, this is it, please.
It's like you're in the right place. It's a little small crowd right now.
It's paradoxical, and yet it works.
See, I'm gonna enjoy this. I love hearing about this.
Ah,
Okay, class is growing.
see where the math takes us. I guarantee it's somewhere no one's been before.
Me?
Yes, you. Your math is better than mine.
I like that he's like challenging them. You figure it out.
Why would they have started a file on Dr. Oppenheimer before the war? Well, you have to ask Mr. Hoover.
It's true. Everybody's.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Frank.
Jeez.
Dr. Robert Oppenheimer.
Pleasure. Pleasure. This is my little brother, Frank.
Oh, it was his brother that scared him. Makes sense.
I'm Jean.
I'm Jean.
Well, then he doesn't know enough about it.
Oh, I've read Das Kapital, all 3 volumes. Does that count?
Is that his future wife?
I like my wiggle room, too.
Okay, well. Are they at the party?
We're all simple souls, I guess.
I don't know.
Interesting conversations here.
What's this?
Sanskrit.
You can read this?
I'm learning.
He learns fast, apparently, so.
And now I am become death. Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of worlds. It's creepy.
Little break before dawn. Air cools overnight. Just before dawn, good break.
So beautiful. I just can't get over the scenery.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Jackie.
Yeah, to Jackie.
To Jackie, yeah.
So then I'm happy you're happy that I'm happy.
Well, go with your heart if he loves her.
I feel like I could see one of those dark stars that you're working on.
They look like green stars right now.
It is special here.
Special.
What's it called?
Los Alamos.
Okay. I want to see more of them there. I want to see them climb it.
It's a nuclear fission. They did it. They split the atom.
It's not possible.
I'm gonna try to reproduce it right now.
See? Can't be done.
Can't be done. Well,
There's just one problem.
Where?
Next door.
no.
Did it.
That quickly?
Coming through! Coming through! I work at Shell. We've signed up chemists, we've signed up engineers. So I'm not...
Getting everybody together in one place. Architects, engineers.
I've got a group coming.
Oh, I'll sit in.
Not this one.
Oh, why not?
Richard. Dr. Bush. What brings you two up north?
Oh, serious.
For a year or two during a previous marriage, my wife, Kitty, had been a Communist Party member.
What happened to the other girl? They're already dead.
To my ranch with friends. You should come. I'm in with your husband.
Why did you marry him?
So did she really go out there with her husband?
Wherever the hell this is.
Wherever this is. Goodness.
I didn't want you to hear it from anyone
I feel like they always barely know each other.
How civilized.
Dang.
You idiot. This is your community.
That's a mess.
Everybody out. No! Not you.
You're in trouble.
Why would they care what I do?
Because you're not just self-important, you're actually important.
Why would they care?
Why were his communist associations not seen as a security risk during the war?
Senator, I can't possibly answer.
For security clearance.
I think they just want to know what happened between 1947 and 1954 to change your mind on Oppenheimer's security clearance. But how would Borden have access to Oppenheimer's security file?
Somebody who wanted Robert silenced.
Somebody. Could have been a couple somebodies.
You could use a bottle of beer in making atomic weapons. In fact, you do.
Huh.
isotopes are less useful than electronic components, but more useful than a sandwich.
Just making everybody laugh. He's like,
Kitty?
So now he's married to Emily Blunt. Something is amiss here.
I have been going to him all day.
Yeah. Really?
Take Peter. Sure. No, for a while, Hook.
For
a while.
how long?
Kitty, you know you're here. Yes, of course she knows.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Dr. Oppenheimer. I'm Colonel Groves.
Oh my gosh, everybody is in this.
Lieutenant Colonel, I'd hate to see how you treat a humble physicist. Oh, if I ever meet one, I'll let you know. I thought problem number one would be securing enough uranium ore. 1,200 tons. Bought the day I took.
1,200 tons.
Now I'm looking for a project director.
Uh-oh.
Unstable, theatrical, egotistical, neurotic. Nothing good, no. Not even he's brilliant, but...
So let's have you put you in charge.
Nobel Prize for making a bomb. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite. So how would you proceed?
Invented dynamite? Wow.
My job to say no to you when you're wrong. So you have the job now? I'm considering it.
He's considering. He didn't even offer it. Well, I mean, he's kind of.
Oppenheimer couldn't run a hamburger stand. I couldn't, but I can run the Manhattan Project.
He's gonna do it.
All America's industrial might and scientific innovation connected.
Here it goes.
One point in space and time, and it comes together here. A secret laboratory.
A secret laboratory.
If you want security, build a town, build it fast. Where?
Oh.
Welcome to Los Alamos. If there's a boys' school, we'll have to come.
He's like, I know the perfect place.
I'll have to find the perfect spot. For success.
It's kind of eerie. Build the town now so we can work on this. Ooh.
You know isotopes, and you know explosives better than anyone in the world.
But you can't tell us what you're doing.
So I'm gonna bring you there first.
Why would we go to the middle of nowhere for who knows how long?
For a year or 2 or 3.
Ooh, 3 years.
I've got some skeletons. They put me in charge. They need us until they don't.
The music's like, oh, until you're not needed and it goes south.
Robert, you're the great improviser, but this you can't do in your head.
Somebody tell me if that's the kid from 10 Things I Hate About You in the comments, please. I'll look it up later.
I'm not coming here, Robert.
Ooh, snap. Not gonna be a part of it.
I don't wish the culmination of 3 centuries of physics to be a weapon of mass destruction.
We have no choice.
Still not gonna do it.
The second thing you have to do is appoint Hans Bethe to run the theoretical division.
Or,
They need us for who we are. So be yourself. Only better.
only better. All the music. Give me all the music. I'm sorry, I just... Did Hans Zimmer do this? I'm guessing. He usually does Nolan's projects.
This is the only key.
This is the only key.
No, this can't be right.
Are you guys sure?
Do them yourself while I go to Princeton. Talk to Einstein.
Well, there's not much common ground between you two.
That's why I should get his view.
Get his opinion.
Some days, God refuses to eat. Even in Princeton, he's convinced that the Nazis can poison his food.
Oh, that's some extreme paranoia for quite a way to live.
Point of no return, massive explosive force. But this time, the chain reaction doesn't stop.
Oh.
A quantum world of probabilities and needing certainty.
Can you run the calculations yourself?
You really want to mess with that?
If the truth is catastrophic.
Then you stop and you share your findings with the Nazis. So neither side destroys the world. This is yours, not mine.
This is true. What a statement. It was like very subtle. This paper is yours, but saying a lot more with that than just, here's your paper back.
He mentioned that if anyone had anything they wanted to pass on, going around official channels, that...
Going around official channels, so he's offering to send the information.
That would be treason.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Just subtle little, putting that out there for you, in case you want to do it.
And I am certain that he had no idea of the work of which I was engaged.
I'm not so certain.
I'd like to know the name of the scientist testifying. I'd like the chance to cross-examine. This is not a court.
Uh-oh.
You don't know scientists like I do, Counselor. They resent anyone who questions their judgment, especially if you're not one of them.
That kind of sounds accurate there. Look at this.
Gadget will need a 33-pound sphere about this size, or using plutonium, the 10-pound sphere.
10-pound sphere.
Are we boring you, Edward? A little bit, yes. We compact the atoms together under great pressure to induce a fusion reaction.
This is scary.
We agreed to disagree on a great many things. One of them was the need for an H-bomb program.
Wow. Look at this. Just being shot.
The Russians have a bomb.
What?
Klaus Fuchs, how long have you been British?
How long have you been British? You know.
Top men only. I'd like to bring my brother here. No.
No. I mean, security's pretty important.
Gotta get going.
There's no proof there was a spy at Los Alamos.
Robert.
He's like, I don't know. Look at the info.
Just as well.
It's kicking up.
I hear you got a little town. Yes, come and see.
Only if you have clearance.
I really need that in the notes. When are you gonna try it out?
Oh, there's that actor. There's just so many actors in here that I can't remember his name though. It's so creepy. That is so... The noise.
Nobody can work under these conditions. You know what? Generalissimo, I quit.
I quit. I don't know. Can you quit? Can you just quit?
Aren't you more concerned about his discretion out there?
We'll have him killed.
I was just kidding.
Okay.
Well, now we understand each other. Perhaps you can get me my security clearance so I can perform this miracle for you.
I was like, I'm gonna call you out. Let's just be honest.
General Groves, were you aware of Dr. Oppenheimer's left-wing associations when you appointed him?
I was aware that there were suspicions about him. I was aware...
He was well aware.
In light of the current AEC guidelines, would you clear Dr. Oppenheimer today?
Do you have the guidelines?
Let me look those over first. Make sure.
Would you clear Dr. Oppenheimer today?
He's gonna say no if they show it. Is that the current status? Yep, it is.
Do we need to talk about Jean Tatlock? Or the Chevalier incident?
That's a glare.
Do that union, the
F-A-C-T.
Right.
It's important you not maintain or renew any questionable associations.
Doctor, did you think social
It's getting a lot. It's getting to be a lot.
I've had a lot of secrets in my head for a long time.
Oh, where? What?
No matter who I associate with, I don't...
He got her flowers. I mean, he knew that was coming.
that you had to see Jean Tatlock in 1943?
You left.
Dang.
What did you think that would do to me?
I wrote.
Pages of nothing.
Pages of nothing.
She was undergoing psychiatric treatment. She was extremely unhappy.
Did you find out why she had to see you?
Now he's like naked there. What?
Spent the night together, didn't you?
Do we really need the illustration right here?
Yes. I'd rather be here for you as you need.
But you have other...
Toxic relationship right here.
You asked me to come. And I'm glad I did. But I can't see you again.
Did you think that consistent with good security?
As a matter of fact, it was. Not a word.
When did you see her after that?
Did he continue to come see her?
Never saw her again.
Did she die?
If they don't release the transcript, I'm sure you will.
I was under oath.
Well, you were under an oath to me when you went to see Jean. You won't be.
Oh.
This time there was another man. He said his name was Pat.
Please read from your memo dated June 29, 1943.
Uh-oh.
Indicate further possible Communist Party connections. Subject met with and spent considerable time with one Jean Tatlock,
They've been watching you.
of whom is attached.
Oh no. I'm worried she killed herself or something.
Mr. Johnson told me of a conversation you had yesterday in which I'm very interested. It's had me worried all day.
Had me worried all day.
Two people on this project that he was in a position to transmit information.
Well, why would anyone on the project want to do that?
Yeah.
There might be an argument for the commander-in-chief informing the Russians they're our allies, after all,
Did-
but I don't like the idea of it going out.
He's talking about when his friend suggested it.
He talked to a friend of his who's an acquaintance of someone on the project.
Acquaintance of yours.
And you thought Pash would be satisfied with that?
Whom the contact was made?
That would involve people who ought not to be involved in this.
Yeah. Is he gonna...
Member of the project?
A member of the faculty, yes, but not in the project, no.
digging? He's digging for info. Narrowing it down.
Instead of us going on certain steps, which may come to your attention and be disturbing to you, I would like to discuss those with you first.
Ooh.
I'm not formulating a plan. I'll just have to digest the whole thing.
The scene, like the way the actors are playing it too. Oh, this is eerie to watch.
Is it big enough
to end the war?
To end all war?
Ooh.
So could you give us a moment, gentlemen?
That guy's there in his party hat. Like, what I miss?
The men who gave them the power to destroy themselves, and they'll respect that.
It's like they said at the beginning.
Sorry, Oppie, but there's a call. From San Francisco.
Wait, she said, I'm sorry. What's going on?
Your father called.
I knew it.
She took barbiturates, but there was chloral hydrate in her blood.
Oh.
Because he needs you, Fuchs, you take Teller's role. I'm putting you exclusively on the implosion device.
Now he's
leaving Los Alamos.
getting to it. You gonna tell him he can't leave or doesn't?
I won't let you leave. Stay here. Research what you want. Fusion, the hydrogen bomb.
You don't have time to meet. You're a politician now, Robert.
Once a week. 1 hour. You and me.
He'll stay, right?
The super was under development on your watch at Los Alamos. But that was the recommendation of the AEC, was it not?
An H-bomb, 1,000 times.
It's weird to not see it in black and white, this scene.
Or 10,000, what's the difference? We can already drown Russia. They know it. Now they know drown us.
Okay.
I don't believe we should commit all our resources to that chance.
Then how would you?
Simply by limiting the spread of atomic weapons through international control on nuclear energy.
Dr. Oppenheimer? William Borden.
Oh, yeah. Just taking this in. This is...
He was no longer a government employee, yet he appears to have had unlimited access to Dr. Oppenheimer's file.
Oh.
That's very serious accusation.
Working behind the scenes. It just is eerie.
We can't end this war.
How do we justify using this weapon on human beings?
We're theorists. Yes?
Oh, what's he gonna say to that?
We imagine a future, and our imaginings horrify us. International cooperation that Roosevelt always envisaged.
Hi, that's...
September.
July. That's the sweet spot, gentlemen.
Pushing it.
Test in July. But I need my brother.
Oh, I need my brother.
What do we call the test? Trinity.
Defense project.
I knew my brother could be trusted.
Head down.
Oh, he's gonna say yes.
Okay. Everybody.
Of course, he's gonna be like, yes.
You're the great salesman of science. You can convince anyone of anything, even yourself.
Excuse me.
Not a good thing.
Single device. Dropped from a barely noticed B-29, the atomic bomb will be a terrible revelation of divine power.
Can you imagine being behind that? Even having the mental capacity to like make it and going, hey, this could destroy.
Based on your calculations.
Time to stand behind your science, Hans. Literally.
Based on your calculations, all you got. Try as hard as they may. It's unnerving.
So if anyone is anything, speak now.
Yep, otherwise it's too late. Now it's raining. It's gonna rain. Didn't they need the visibility there? And non-windy conditions?
I'll send a message. It's gone our way. Taking the sheets.
If it's taking the sheets.
Break a leg.
Break a leg. What are you guys gonna do? I mean, aren't they gonna stop it because of the weather conditions?
I'm just saying we'll have to delay.
Saying it would be prudent.
This weather hasn't reached the site.
Yeah, I think it would be very prudent.
2 years worth of plutonium will be scattered across White Sands.
A month on my salary against $10. Says it likes.
Jesus.
Really? That's what we're gonna wager it on?
What did Fermi mean by atmospheric ignition? Well, we had a moment where it looked like the chain reaction from an atomic device might never stop.
Oh.
What do you want from theory alone? 0 would be nice. And exactly.
Possibility to destroy us all. It's okay. I think that
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, so they already just said it. They're just pulling up chairs to watch. Yeah, I'm sure it's very nerve-wracking. They're all second guessing themselves.
Hard in your heart.
Do we want to be even this close to it?
Detonator charge.
I don't even know if this guy needs to be the button presser guy. He is very nervous. What are you doing, bro? Don't take your glasses off.
4.
He's gonna go blind.
2.
I would just not even, I wouldn't even risk it. I would not be looking. Yeah, some of y'all probably did not do it right. I feel like extremely disappointed in them all at this moment. I don't know.
And now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Just making... That guy for sure looked at it.
No, he just said to tell you to bring in the sheets. Kitty?
She knows what it meant. She knows.
If they detonated too high in the air, the blast won't be as powerful.
With respect, Dr. Oppenheimer, we'll take it from here.
We'll take it from here. Just taking it away.
Robert, we've given them an ace. It's for them to play the hand. You ready for the 6th?
Yeah, just give him an ace.
CO in the Pacific. Can I come with you to Washington?
And then you do what you need to do with it.
Of course. As best I can.
Of course. As best I can. Mm-hmm.
Roulette.
Truman's on the radio.
I was just waiting for the news. No, this is the banging that they keep while they were bringing up earlier. I don't know how else to word it.
So proud of what you have accomplished.
What an interesting perspective for them to do it this
Just
way.
wish we had it in time to use against the Germans.
Wow, just the seats, but none of the cheering. Oh. Uh-oh. That was subtle, but a lot. Oh.
Dr. Oppenheimer?
Father of atomic bomb.
what we did at Hiroshima was
And Nagasaki.
your invention. Let us bring our boys home.
Well, it was hardly.
It was hardly. Oh, yeah, it was kind of your thing.
International cooperation on atomic energy.
You know when the Soviets are gonna have the bomb? Never. I don't think so.
It's like they could do it too.
Gives a shit who built the bomb. They care who dropped it.
Dr. Oppenheimer.
Don't let that crybaby back in here.
Don't let that cry baby back in here.
I was devastated when Truman rejected their recommendation.
Oh, there.
I know. I know.
It's like he's trying to reverse it. Let's not do that anymore. It's like, I don't want to be associated anymore.
What do you think, Lewis?
The world. What does Fuchs mean to the rest of the world? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Turns out he was spying for the Soviets the whole time. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Whoops.
About Fuchs came out, the FBI stepped up surveillance on him. Maybe he thought fame could actually protect him.
Had a lot more he wanted to do.
J. Robert Oppenheimer, Sphinx-like guru of the atom. Nobody knows what you believe. Do you?
He doesn't want to do bombs anymore. He does not want to be a part of it.
Sorry, Admiral. Stopped off to get this.
Now he's on Time magazine.
Or get caught holding the knife yourself. I'm beginning to think Borden was holding the knife for you. That's when they come
Look
down.
at that look. He's like, well.
You gave the file to Borden. You set him on Oppenheimer. You convinced him.
Borden didn't take any convincing.
See, orchestrated it all.
Whoever passes them to McCarthy?
Oppenheimer's too slippery for that self-promoting clown.
He's been behind the scenes the whole time.
Shabby little room, far from the limelight.
Oh, it's the room we've been talking in the whole time.
You send your accusations to the FBI, but offer him the chance to appeal. As you
Oh.
amateurs seek the sun, get eaten. Power stays in the shadow.
You're out of the shadows now.
Yeah, that's why this happened.
That's why this has to work.
As you can see, Robert, it's not yet signed.
Keep this.
No.
No. Here we're watching it happen.
If you do decide to appeal,
Ah.
take
Man.
my car and driver, I insist.
I insist. He's so kind.
During your interview with Boris Pash in 1943, did you refer to Mike?
Of course not.
Page 1, paragraph 2. You never said, man of the consulate.
They've got their big books. They've got their little notebooks, and that's it.
Clearly with the intention of not revealing who the intermediary was.
Your friend, Popcorn Chevalier, the communist.
Oh, he's like, don't say it.
Oppenheimer is a man of upstanding character.
What you gonna do about it, Josh Hartnett?
Apparently come down with colitis. So we'll proceed with William Borden instead. Mr. Borden, welcome.
Oh, I forget who he is.
Mr. Borden.
Oh, yeah.
I did not. Excellent. Do you have a copy of the letter? One in front of me. Would you please be so kind as to read it, sir?
They're like controlling the whole thing.
How long has counsel been in possession of this letter?
I don't think I should be
Oh.
subject to cross-examination by you, Mr.
Why
Garrett.
can't you answer the question?
29 in 1942, more probably than not, J. Robert Oppenheimer was a sufficiently hardened communist. He volunteered
They
information.
just totally framed him up for this.
Is anyone ever going to tell the truth about what's happening here?
We will now hear.
I don't think so. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know everything that happened.
Prefer to see Mr. Strauss completely out of government.
Oh.
Certain scientists directed toward Mr. Strauss because of his commitment to security, as demonstrated.
I wasn't expecting that.
Strauss never forgave him this public humiliation. Another controversy between them.
Oh, he's squirming.
Strauss turned to the personnel security system in order to destroy Oppenheimer's effectiveness. And
This guy's like, yep.
Sorry.
He's gonna say, sorry, Albie.
You shook his hand? Put a spit in his face.
Under current AEC guidelines, would you clear Dr. Oppenheimer today?
Okay, here we go back to this question. He's gonna say no.
Not clear him today if I were on the commission.
Good. Thank you, General. That is all.
But I don't think I'd clear any of those guys.
That's all.
Let's throw that statement in there.
And you wouldn't want to leave this board with any suggestion today that you're here questioning his basic loyalty to the United States and the operation of Los Alamos.
I hope I didn't lead anyone to believe otherwise for an instant.
Thank you, Jim.
Is it all rigged anyways, though? He's like, we so cool. Not like that, but we're still okay.
He was interrogated by a prosecutor who used all the tricks of a rather ingenious
It's like
legal
they're highlighting her having her purse, but I don't know. I don't know.
but by Lewis Strauss.
Who was this?
Slam again.
Yes.
The two types of communists. Intellectual communists and your plain old regular commie.
Well, I couldn't answer that one.
I couldn't either.
He laughed too. She handled herself. I thought she'd be throwing a glass at him.
Good night.
There goes good old Albert.
It's now a trial. About a trial.
A trial about a trial.
You're to tear me down. What's the angle?
Do people need a reason to do the right thing?
Like,
In 1942, you were actively pushing the development of the hydrogen bomb, weren't you?
Pushing's not the right word. Supporting it and working on it, yes. Atomic weapons is part of our arsenal.
What do moral qualms have to do with that?
What did moral qualms have to do?
just
Because it made him the most important man who ever lived.
I don't
We freely use
think he cared afterwards.
terrible ones.
But yet
Yeah.
you testified in here that the bombing of Hiroshima was very successful.
Technically successful.
Technically successful, yeah.
Moral
Yes, I
scruples.
believe I would, sir.
Or did you oppose the dropping of an atomic bomb on Hiroshima because of moral scruples?
We set forth our...
Oh.
I would have done anything I was asked to do.
Well, then you would have built the H-bomb.
Uh-oh.
What I meant to.
He is regretting everything.
Words would only fuel their effort.
Exactly.
I love they made that like a bomb and then
Dr. Oppenheimer.
I can't do anything but just straight listen to all of this. I don't even...
With respect to the hydrogen bomb.
I want to say something, but they're just talking the whole time. Gotta listen.
To be remembered for Trinity. Not Hiroshima, not Nagasaki.
Man.
He should be thanking me.
Well, he's not.
Well, he's not. No.
Do we still have enough
Far
votes?
from it.
Dr. J. Robert Oppenheimer. This board, having heard testimony,
Hey. Hey.
colleagues, has come to the unanimous conclusion that you are a loyal citizen. However, a full written opinion with a dissent from Mr. Evans will be issued to the AEC in the coming days. That is all.
Well, that's that.
Don't they get the sheets?
That was his signal that it didn't go well.
Well, there were a couple of unexpected holdouts.
Oh, he stops.
Senator from Massachusetts, young guy trying to make a name for himself, didn't like what you did to Oppenheimer.
What's his name?
John F. Kennedy.
JFK, a young senator. So this was before he became president. Wow, it's crazy how this all ties in.
Let them tar and feather you. Will the world forgive you? It won't.
We'll see.
Yeah. She has been upset about this.
You told me I'd be okay.
Yeah, well, I didn't have all the facts, did I?
I like how this guy's like not on his side.
Starting with Einstein. I told you about that. Einstein by the pond.
Yeah, and he keeps bringing that up. Like,
Is it possible they didn't talk about you at all?
I do. I love that he's like more important than you. Like, it's not about you all the time. I like that they're giving us the actual interaction here.
You once held a reception for me in Berkeley. You gave me an award.
The man of the moment. And see, he was right.
Like speeches.
Like, they turned against him and now they're like, hey, give him his accolades.
It will be for them.
The music kicks up right there and she's like, oh no, I will not acknowledge you in this way.
When I came to you with out those calculations, we thought we might start a chain reaction that would destroy the entire world.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
I believe we did.
I believe we did. He feels so weighted from what he created. See, and there's Robert Downey Jr. thinking that it's all about him when he's really talking about the weight of his actions and what he started. I love that they you know, put those two moments right back to back. Like, maybe it's not about you, something more important. Guys, this is really good. I'm not surprised at all by Christopher Nolan's storytelling here. And something that I noticed the most is just how he takes his time to like build you into what the emotion is. Like, he didn't even show the bomb being dropped and the aftermath. He went with, I'm gonna show him at a meeting and just like I'm gonna silence the cheering, and I'm gonna have him feel all the weight of like what's really happening and just all the other effects, you know? Matt Damon, so many actors in this, they did an amazing job. Robert Downey Jr. did an amazing job, and I know, so Christopher Nolan has never won an Oscar, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So this is probably going to be his year to win something for Oppenheimer. And I know that, you know, Robert Downey Jr. is for sure going to be up for something, and just makes you think of Barbenheimer. You know, everybody's talking about the Barbie movie and Ryan Gosling's performance. So I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of Barbenheimer at the Oscars. We'll have like Ryan Gosling and Robert Downey Jr. up for awards simultaneously. So many, man, Emily Blunt did an amazing job. I can't even, there were so many actors. Everybody was turning around like, they're in this? But yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that it's like he was so captivated by the idea of achieving this, you know, the atomic bomb. And, you know, in the beginning we saw a lot of like flashes of light and just this like kind of whimsical, magical, like what's behind it all when all the things are combined and what you can create. And then almost as soon as he did it, as soon as he made it, he was like, it's being carted off, you know, driven off, it hits him. I just thought that was actually really cool too, that it was like, it was almost immediate. Like before they even dropped the bomb, he's like, what did we just do? Like, there it goes. Like once he did it. But yeah, I mean, it's an accurate account of what happened from what I hear. And it's crazy how they turn on him and then try to turn it back around, like just like Albert said, you know, they give him awards. So powerful film, really well done. I'm excited to see what happens at the Oscars later and what sort of awards it wins, because I just really appreciate Christopher's storytelling. I really do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, there's so much atmosphere in this movie. I really enjoy that too. Like there's just so much storytelling in the atmosphere. And the music and the visuals, cinematography, of course they'll be up for cinematography and music, as they should. Music makes it. Music makes a lot of movies, so this was great. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you very soon on Popcorn Roulette.